Hare Krishna, thanks all for joining. So we are in the seventh chapter of Bhagavad Gita. So as we know, Bhagavad Gita is 18th chapter, and it's been spoken by Lord Sri Krishna to Arjuna in the battlefield of Kurukshetra when Arjuna was confused whether to fight or not fight. So at the time he was surrendering to Lord Sri Krishna from the friendly form to the disciple form. And Krishna is instructing Arjuna about various yogas, starting from Karma Kanda, Karma Yoga, then Jnana Yoga, Dhyana Yoga, Bhakti Yoga. So this is how like the whole 700 verses in Bhagavad Gita been segregated into 18 chapters. The 18 chapters, like further, it has been divided into three sections. One is first six chapters are predominantly Krishna talking about the Karma Yoga section of it. Okay, then the middle sixth chapter he's talking predominantly Bhakti Yoga. Then the last sixth chapter he's talking about the Jnana Yoga. Okay, Gyan Yoga or Jnana Yoga. This is how the whole 18 chapter been spread across. So in the first six chapter we already saw Krishna is predominantly talking about Karma Yoga, which is nothing but how to work with detachment. So work with detachment. So you do your work, whatever results we are getting, we have to surrender to the Lord. So that is how he says, like a work with detachment is predominantly talking. In the second chapter, the contents of the Gita summarized, we can see, okay, he's talking about Sankhya Yoga, which he explains us like we are not the body, we are the soul. Then he's talking about the Karma Yoga. Then he's talking about, he's talking about Karma Kanda. Then he's talking about Karma Yoga. Then he's talking about the Nishkama Karma Yoga. Then he's talking about Jnana Yoga. So the first six chapter talking mainly about how to work with detachment. So you do your work, whatever results we are getting, like we have to surrender to the Lord. So that is what work with detachment. But in the Bhakti Yoga section of it, Krishna is talking about work with devotion. So that is a main difference. Okay, work with the devotion. So the Bhakti Yoga section of it is very, very important in the whole of Bhagavad Gita. So in that work with devotion, how to develop the devotion. What is the meaning of devotion? Can anyone say what is the meaning of devotion?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yes,
Doing
ma'am.
everything for Krishna as a devotion, like dedicatedly, if you're doing anything for Krishna, it's devotion.
Yeah, okay, fine, okay. So how that devotion been
Keeping Krishna in mind for every deed.
yeah, correct, yeah.
Hare
It is
Krishna.
with surrendering with love, and
Yes.
whatever you do it as an offering to the Lord.
Yes. So basically,
Yeah.
all these things, the bhakti means like a love, loving devotional service. It is not like a only devotion. Okay, I love Krishna. By just sitting idle, it doesn't work. Okay. That is the reason Prabhupada decoded bhakti or devotion as a devotional service. That is very, very important. Okay. If, for example, you all love your children and all love your husband, correct? So if you say, okay, I love you, and not preparing anything or not doing any service, please, you do all the work because I love you. Okay, I am just simply sitting and loving you. Then the other person will love us or not? They will never love us, correct? Because the love has to be expressed in the form of service. So that is what we are decoding here. The love, it is loving devotional service. That is very, very important. Loving devotional service. So that service has to be performed. How it has to be performed? With expression of love. So how we can love a person? Only and only if we know about that person well. Okay, how we can know about that person? Then we need to understand the whole of the opulence of that person, like the knowledge about that person. For example, how we love Modi, or like, okay, the Prime Minister of India or the President of India. We know, okay, they are humble. How we are loving, how we were loving like a APJ Abdul Kalam, because he was very simple. he was humble, he was like, okay, trying, he came from a very struggled background, and he excelled, okay, and he shown the world uh, only your dedication and determination and effort needed to succeed in this world, okay. You can't mention, okay, I don't have the money, so I can't study, I don't have the proper place to stay, so I cannot excel. No, because there are persons like who excelled with all the struggles. So that is the reason, like we know about that person, then only we can love. That is what Krishna is teaching us here. We knowing about Krishna, knowing the knowledge about Krishna, like what are the things Krishna is present. By knowing all these things, our love towards the Lord will increase, will improve. That is the reason he is talking the whole perspective of his knowledge. It doesn't mean that, okay, Krishna wants to promote himself, okay, Krishna wants these many followers. No, Krishna is existing in everything, like everything in this world belongs to Krishna. He doesn't need any self advertisement, okay, he doesn't need any marketing promotion. He need only, okay, us to love, because he wants us as his children, okay, he wants us to go back to the spiritual world. For that reason, he is mentioning to Arjuna, and he is teaching to Arjuna, not only to Arjuna, he is teaching to every one of us. That we have to understand. That is what very, very important thing. Okay. So immediately what he is saying, seventh chapter, first sloka, he's saying, Tashrunu. Till now, Krishna and Arjuna speaking, and both are hearing only. But when he's starting about the Bhakti Yoga, he's saying, Tashrunu. Okay, please hear about my glories, about my the opulences, about my knowledge. Then only you will be able to understand and you can exhibit the love towards me. That is what Krishna says here. Okay, Tashrunu. So, what is the name of the 7th chapter?
Knowledge of the absolute.
Yeah, very good. Knowledge of the absolute, correct? So the knowledge of the absolute, nothing but, okay, we have to love Krishna. We have to understand about Krishna. That is what we have to do it. Okay, so that is what he's saying it here. And so that knowledge of the absolute, we need to understand about Krishna. We need to know about Krishna. So is it possible? Because in the first sloka, he says, okay, you can understand me in full, correct? If you see the sloka, okay, Samagram, he will gain the knowledge, become free from doubt. Madashraya, if you take the shelter yoga, we already saw like a yoga means connecting oneself to the Supreme. If we connect to the Supreme via karma, via our daily activity, our task, then it is karma yoga. If we connect to Lord via the knowledge, then it becomes jnana yoga. If we connect to the Lord via the meditation practices, then it becomes Ashtanga Yoga or Dhyana Yoga. If you are connecting to Lord via our loving devotional service, then it becomes Bhakti Yoga. Okay, so he is saying nothing further to know. Like, if we know about this, you will gain the knowledge in full. Is it possible to gain full knowledge? It is impossible. But what Krishna says is the essential knowledge we will able to understand. We will be able to grasp, okay, all the essential knowledge about Krishna. That is what he said. Okay, then the two knowledges there. One is a phenomenal knowledge, and the another is numinous knowledge. Phenomenal knowledge is nothing but jnanam. It is about the greatness of Krishna. What is his opulences? What are the things like Krishna is present? Okay, which is what been explained in 7th and 8th chapter. Okay, it is about the raw knowledge. But what is the numinous knowledge? It is vijnanam. It is applied knowledge. What is that? Is nothing but Krishna's sweetness. So earlier he is talking about Krishna's greatness. That is what phenomenal knowledge. The numinous knowledge is Krishna's sweetness, which is coming in the 9th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita, where Manmana Bhava Madbhakto will come. Okay, Patram Pushpam Phalam Toyam. Okay, Avajananti Mamuda. Like, okay, these are the things it will come in the 9th chapter. So 7th and 8th chapter talking about Krishna's greatness, which is the jnanam related to the Krishna's energies. Okay, which is called as phenomenal knowledge, and the 9th chapter is talking about numinous knowledge, which is applied knowledge or vijnanam, how we can apply it in the practical life. Okay, that is what it has been explained. So Krishna's greatness and Krishna's sweetness. Once we know these two things, there is nothing further to know, because this is what the whole knowledge about. This is what, like, you're talking everything. So once we know about Krishna's greatness and once we know about Krishna's sweetness, nothing further to know. That is very, very important. Okay, then what else? So who can get this knowledge? Only if you are a devotee of Krishna or if you are a friend of Krishna. This knowledge cannot be available for all. Okay, then this knowledge rarely achieved by some people. Okay, so let us be in that list. It is out of many thousand among men, hardly
Hare Krishna.
one. Yes, Hare Krishna ji. Hardly only some will try to attain the perfection. Out of that, only rarely only one, like, will reach the abode of Krishna. That is how Krishna says it is not like easily available for many, because now millions and billions of men, like, would be sleeping or would be engaged in like other activity. How many are performing the devotion service? Very rarely, like you can count in the thousands and 10,000s of it. Okay, in that you try to achieve the perfection by executing the devotional service. That is what Krishna says here. Okay, then the 4th and 5th chapter is talking, I'm sorry, 4th and 5th sloka. From 4th sloka onwards, Krishna's separated material energies are being explained, like a bhumi rapu analo vayu kamanor buddhi revacha. Okay, which is earth, water, fire, air, ether, mind, intelligence, and false ego, which is what his separated energy. This we have seen it in detail. Okay, which is nothing but Krishna's. This particular slide will help us to understand. So Krishna has material energy, spiritual energy. Material energy is called as apara. Spiritual energy is called as para. Material energy is inferior. Spiritual energy is superior in nature. So material energy, where it is coming, it is Bahiranga Sakti, which is external energy of the Lord. The whole material world, whatever we see, the earth, the fire, air, ether, the buildings, are all immovable things. That is movable or immovable things, like is the Krishna's energy. Okay, it is separated energy. Though Krishna come in this material world, though this material energies will affect us, the common living entity, but it never affects Krishna. That is very important thing to understand. Then the spiritual energy, which is Antaranga Sakti, which is internal energy of the Lord, which is what the further divided, because material energy is it is Dukalayam Ashashwatam. It is temporary. Material world, the whole material world is Dukalayam Ashashwatam. It is temporary and there is no happiness. Dukkalayam, it is the place of miseries, and it is temporary. But the spiritual world, spiritual energy is Sat Chit Ananda. Sat means eternal, Chit means knowledge, and the Ananda means like a bliss. That is what Sat Chit Ananda. Then we will have like a Tatasa Sakti, which is the marginal energy of the Lord, which is where like the Jiva or soul will be coming into the picture. When the Jiva is connected with the body, they will be associated with the external energy of the Lord. When the Jiva is considering himself as a soul, then they will be connected to the spiritual energy of the Lord. This very, very important slide to understand. Anyone has any query, or everyone captured the slide in your mind and heart, please let me know, because we are revising this like 3 or 4 times. If you have any doubts, please flag it here, because this is very, very important slide to understand. This is a basis. Hope everyone understood. Hare Krishna, please provide your response.
Yes, Prabhu, clear, Prabhu.
Okay, Prabhu, very good. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, Prabhu.
Okay, so then comes very important sloka which we have seen in the 7.7, which is matta parataram nanyat kinchit asti jananjaya mai sarvam idam protam sutre manigana iva. O conqueror of wealth, there is no truth superior to me. Everything rests upon me as pearls are strung on a thread. If you see, the pearls, all the pearls are strung on a thread, and it is making a very nice garland or mala, correct? Though the thread is unseen, but the thread holds everything, correct? All the pearls together. The similar manner, you see various energies or various creations in this material world, correct? All those things rests upon Krishna. That is what he says. Though we can't see Krishna in our material eyes, but everything rests upon Krishna. That is what been mentioned here. He is a source and he is a maintainer. He is a essence of all these energies. Very, very important sloka, and a very thoughtful sloka, because everything comes from Krishna. Okay, that is what we have to understand. But only devotional service will take us to Krishna. Just because, okay, this whole material energy comes from Krishna, we shouldn't be complacent, and we shouldn't say that, okay, Krishna is a material energy, why I can't be in this material world? So please understand very clearly, everything comes from Krishna, but all these things, though it is coming from Krishna, will not take us back to Krishna. Only the devotional service will take us back to Krishna. Okay, because we have been given that independence, that independence should not be misused. We have to utilize that independence in a right manner to execute the devotional service, and we have to go back to the spiritual world. Understood? This is very important thing to understand, because everything comes from Krishna, but not everything will take us back to Krishna. We have to realize that, and we have to execute the devotional service, which is a loving devotional service, which is nothing but bhakti. Okay, then Krishna explaining what are his what is his where and all, like he is present. Okay, he's saying, I am the taste of water. Then he is represented in he is present in like the light of sun and moon. Then he is present in the Vedic mantras of Om. Then he is present in sound of ether. Then he is present in ability of man. So these are some of the energies where Krishna is mentioning it here. But Krishna is the source of every material and spiritual energy. There is no doubt about it. If you see a seed, Krishna, it is coming from Krishna. If you see a big tree, banyan tree, it is coming from Krishna. If you see a big building, it is coming from Krishna. Anything and everything in this material world, it is coming from Krishna. That is what he will say it in the 8th chapter. Aham sarvasya prabhavo. Okay, I am the origin of both spiritual and material world. It is not to promote Krishna, okay, or not self proclamation. It is just, he is just mentioning so that we come to know, we gain the knowledge about Krishna's energy. Because the CEO of a company has to say, okay, I am the CEO, correct? That doesn't mean that, okay, he's promoting himself, why he has to say 10 times he's a CEO. Unless he says, okay, I am the CEO, no one else would be knowing, okay, who is that person. So that is what Krishna mentioning it here. Then he says, I am the original seed of all the living entities, okay, all the existence, source of everything. Then I am the intelligent of the intelligent, and I am the prowess of all powerful men. I am the strength of strong. I am the regulated sex life. This is what we will see now. Okay, 11th sloka. Till now we have covered only the revision. Okay, any doubt, please feel free to highlight here. 7.11 sloka. Balam balavatam chaham कामरागविवर्जितं धर्माविरुद्धभूतेषु कामोऽस्मि भरतर्षभ. I am the strength of the strong, devoid of passion and desire. I am sex life which is not contrary to religious principle. O Lord of the Bharatas. Okay, he's referring Arjuna as a Lord of Bharatas. Okay, and the strength of the strong. If you see a very powerful man, that strength or that power comes from Krishna, which is devoid of passion and desire. Like a, because Krishna doesn't need to be like a very passion and materially motivated desires. No, which will be devoid in Krishna and his devotees. Then I am the sex life, like a, which is not contrary to religious principle. It is the sex life which he means is like a for the reproductive system. Correct? How Krishna educating or like okay highlighting to Brahma the whole this material world has to be created and like the reproductive system has to be created, but the common people are misusing that and doing like a various other things that is not appreciated at all. That is the reason he's saying which is not contrary to religious principle. So according to the religious principle, like a the sex life has to be performed for the reproductive system, like it is to beget the right children who exhibit the devotional service. That is very very important, O Lord of the Bharatas. Then the next sloka, ye chaiva satvika bhava rajasas tamasas chaye mattaye veti tan viddhi natvagam te sute mai. Know that all states of being, be they of
Can I
goodness.
recite, Prabhu? Can
Yes,
I try
Mataji.
to recite?
Yeah, sure.
Sorry, Prabhu. ये चैव सात्विका भावा रजस तमस च ये मता एव तन्वेति नात्वा अहं तेषु ते मयि.
Yeah, thanks, Mataji. Know that
Thanks.
all states of being, be they of goodness, passion, and ignorance, are manifested by my energy. So whatever we see in this world, okay, even the ignorance or passion or goodness, it is our these are manifested by Krishna's energy only. I am in one sense everything, but I am independent. Okay, here Krishna is explaining about his opulence and about his greatness. Correct? This is what we have seen. Whatever knowledge we are studying in the 7th and 8th chapter, what we are talking about, which knowledge? Let's see who got that slide. Are we talking about because in the 7.2
material knowledge of Krishna.
yeah, there is a word to it. Like okay, we have
Para,
seen.
para.
Yeah, para is fine. There is another word to it. Like in the 7.2 sloka exactly, we have seen two type of knowledge. Once we know this two type of knowledge, there is nothing further to know. We have seen what is that two type of knowledge.
Jnana, Vijnana.
Yeah,
No.
jnana, vijnana. For that
That's
jnana,
right.
there is another word.
Um,
It is phenomenal and numinous. Phenomenal means jnana, which is talking about Krishna's greatness. Then the numinous, which is talking about Vijnana, which is Krishna's sweetness. So here we are talking about Krishna's phenomenal energy, okay, phenomenal knowledge. That is what the greatness of Krishna. That is what we have seen. Because here Krishna says, I am independent. I am not under the modes of material nature, for they of the contrary are within me. So it is like all these modes of material nature are within Krishna, but that is not going to affect Krishna at all. Krishna, though he comes in the into this material world, he never get affected with this mode of material nature. He is divyam, he is transcendental, he is eternal. Okay, that we have to understand very clearly. That is what been explained here. Everything comes from Krishna, but he is not getting affected by this mode of material nature. Okay. Because out of the contrary, like all these material modes only uh, influencing us. Correct? We have seen in the sixth chapter. Correct? What are the three doers? We have seen as a three doers. What are the three doers? Let's see who can mention.
Prabhu, Jiva, material energy, and Bhagwan Krishna.
Yeah. Jiva, the super soul, the soul, super soul, and material energy. When the Jiva desires, okay, the super soul sanctions it, okay, based on our request. It may be sanctioned immediately, it may be sanctioned little late or like a very late, or it may not be sanctioned also. That is also sanctioned by Lord. So if you desire something, okay, you then we will see like the three doers. Okay, the Jiva desires, and the super soul sanction it, and the material world or material
the world
nature
fulfills it.
fulfills it. Okay, for example, you want to eat today jamun. Okay, you have a desire, then immediately either the super soul will sanction it in terms of, okay, whether you are getting the gulab jan or you are not getting the gulab jan. Okay, both are sanctioned only. That doesn't mean that, okay, if I desire something, Krishna has to fulfill, then only it is sanctioning. No, it is based upon our karma, our all the previous accumulation of like all the karma. Lord decides for each and every activity or whatever desire we have, it will be decided. Whether we get the gulab jan, then Krishna sanction it. Even if we are not getting the gulab jan also, Krishna sanction it. Okay, then the material world fulfills it. That is what we need to understand. This is very, very important. These three doers are very, very important to understand. Okay, so please remember, whenever the jiva desires, the super soul fulfills it, and a material nature or material mode like will help us to fulfill as a agent, like it will fulfill. So always we need to have the material desire or spiritual desire.
Krishna desire, Prabhu.
Spiritual desire, yeah, we need to
Spiritual
have
desire.
desire.
more of a spiritual desire. That is very, very important, because material desire, why we should not have the material desire in this world?
Otherwise, Prabhu will get stuck in this
Dukkhalayam
material world only.
ashashvatam.
Yeah, it is
It's
dukkhalayam
temporary.
ashashvatam. When we have like a more material
Material
desire, then
desire.
our senses are getting addicted. Then it is like a banyan tree, which we will see it in the 15th chapter. The roots and branches like will get merged, and we don't know where we started from and what is our destination. So because we have to go back to the spiritual world, we need to get out of this material world. For that we need to have a zero karma. For that we should not have any material desire. The sunyam, it has to be sunyam, correct? Material desire has to be Sunyam, even the good karma also will keep us into this material world. This 14 planetary system, starting from Brahma Loka till the Patala Loka, okay? We will take birth among all the 84 lakh species. Okay, that is the reason we should not have any material desire. Slowly, we have to divert our attention to the spiritual desire. Then only we can get a chance to get out of this material world. Very, very important. Otherwise, we will do Punarapi Jananam, Punarapi Maranam. Okay, out of this 84 lakh species. Okay, Punarapi Jananam, Punarapi Maranam, Punarapi
जननी जठरे
yeah,
शयनम
that is,
इह
yeah.
संसारे बहुदुस्तारे
Pare,
कृपया पारे पाहि
pare, pahi
मुरारे.
murare. Okay, so
Yeah.
we will get like, okay, cycled in the birth of death, the birth and death, birth and death, birth and death. We don't know like how many lives we have taken in our previous, and how many life we need to take to reach to Lord. So we have to understand this, and we have to perform the devotional service. Okay, very important thing.
But
And the next,
Prabhu, the problem is,
Hare Krishna,
sorry,
Prabhu.
sorry.
yes,
Yeah, sorry,
yeah.
sorry.
Let's go to the discussion. Yeah, please tell me, Mataji. Okay, Prabhu. Yeah, you also.
But the thing is, it's nice to listen, but very difficult to implement. I mean, how can one just not have any sort of material desire? Like you start the day, you have some expectations, you have some, like at least some sort of expectation, from for everything, and that's technically a material desire.
Yeah. So you have the material desire. Okay, but that
Mhm.
material desire include Krishna also in that material desire. Okay, then it becomes spiritual. Anything which you bring Krishna into it, it becomes the spiritual desire. Okay, you want to have a big house. Okay, not for yourself, but to keep Krishna, to serve the devotees. For that, I want to have a big house. Then it becomes spiritual desire. If you want to have the house only for
Mm,
to enjoy your own senses, then it becomes material desire. You want to have a big car. Okay,
mm,
only to travel to beaches and other things, like for to enjoy yourself, then that is a material desire. You want to have a
mm,
big car so that you can go to the satsang and you can take devotees like to pick up and drop, then it becomes material spiritual desire. Okay, no, slowly.
mm,
See, it is not like 100% possible to have artificially. You should not do it. Okay, slowly,
mm.
when we are loving Krishna, when we know about Krishna, then slowly material desires will diminish and the spiritual desires will sprout in our heart. That is the reason we need
Mm,
to hear. That is what we are doing it in this seventh chapter of the Bhagavad Gita. Because this is very important. We need to understand who is Krishna, why I need to love him, why Krishna is so great, why Krishna is so powerful. Because everything comes from Krishna. Okay, we don't need to ask anyone else to get something. We ask Krishna. Hare Krishna. So what we were talking is, so we need to have the meaningful spiritual desire slowly, like when we are having the rightful desire, because I am the part of the three doer, Krishna is part of the three doer, and the material nature is part of the three doers. So when I have the meaningful desire, Krishna will ensure that it is getting fulfilled. When we have the spiritual desire, okay, Krishna will fulfill it. Okay, it is the task of Krishna how to fulfill, when to fulfill, where to fulfill. Okay, when you have the meaningful, uh, the natural spiritual desire, Krishna will fulfill it. That is the reason one of the very important sloka, which is one of my all-time favorite sloka. So in the Chaitanya Charitamrita, it will come. Oh my God, I forgot that. No, not Lavamatra. I'll try to recollect spiritual desire sloka. The desire has to be there. Chaitan, Chaitanya. Charita. Very nice sloka. Uh, Spiritual desire sloka. So very, very nice sloka. I'm just unable to recollect that. I will do it. Like so that a spiritual desire has to be there. Please purchase the desire from anywhere.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu.
Prabhu, my question also like similar which Mataji asked actually. Means all the three modes are equally powerful. Like material energies are equally powerful. Modes of ignorance, modes of passion, modes of goodness.
Yeah.
But why the jiva means always we have a tendency to get attracted more towards this rajagun, tamagun, modes of passion, modes of ignorance. Means
Because
being in the modes of goodness and crossing this guna, it is a little more difficult. Means we have to be detached from the material energy. Means detached from all the desires.
okay,
That means
Prabhu,
they
very
are
nice.
more powerful, rajagun, tamagun.
Okay, very good question. So I think very, very nice way we can discuss. There is a nice thing. Let me just say one thing. Though it is the energy of Krishna, okay, but the material nature is so powerful. Correct. We don't have any doubt about it because it is the energy of Krishna. Correct. It is not that great where that energy cannot be overcome by the spiritual progress. That we have to understand very, very clearly because it is the energy of Krishna. What is the slogan? Daivihi gunamai. Okay, Daivihi gunamai mama maya duratyaya mamevaye prapadyande maya metan tarantite. This mode of material nature, these material energies are very powerful, but it is not impossible to overcome. How we can overcome? When we surrender to Krishna. Okay, that is what Daivi Hesi Gunamai. So this material modes, okay, that Maya may impel us, but it never compel us. Okay, so this material modes will impel us. Okay, it will. Yeah. Okay, why Krishna created this material world? Okay, we already seen that. Anyone has any doubt or queries? Because of the desire. Very good. Dia said because of our desire to enjoy independent of Krishna. We all were with Krishna at one time. We all were with Krishna at one time. At the time, we had the desire to enjoy independently without Krishna. That is the reason the fall down happened and we came to this material world. Any doubt or any contradiction here? Okay, we came
No
here.
problem.
Yeah. So after coming here, what is the prayasishta or the cantonment we have to do? We have to understand Krishna's opulence and we have to practice the devotion service and we have to go back to the spiritual world. But what we are doing it here, we are getting attached to our own senses, our own family, my my car, my house, my property, my job, my fame, my name. We are forgetting Krishna and we are thinking everything belongs to us. I. that the false ego is increasing day by day, and we are getting entangled in this material world. We don't know what life we have taken, what is the purpose of our life, what is the goal of the life. Everything we are forgetting. That is how the whole material world been designed. Okay, but this material world, how to get out of this material world? We need to love Krishna. For loving Krishna, we have to understand about his qualities, knowledge about his opulences, everything we have to understand. Once we know about that, then we will be able to go back to the spiritual world. This Maya is tricking us whether our love towards Krishna is natural or it is artificial. Once we are having a very serious and a sincere desire towards the Lord, okay, then uh, it will give us a agent to fulfill our desire, because it is part of that three doer, correct? Okay, it acts as a medium to uh, do the devotional service. Yeah, now I got that sloka. Tatra laulyam apimulya ekalam. Okay, very tatra laulyam apimulyam ekanam. So you got the answer, Prabhu. Okay, why Krishna created the material world? It is to out of our own desire. Okay, then the modes how he created, because he can't create. Okay, Krishna wants to give the independence to us. He don't want us to forcefully love him. Okay, because if Krishna desires, he don't need to create the material world. He can say, okay, everyone love me. Okay, he can put a order and he can do that, but he don't want to do that. Okay, though he has all the power to do it, because he wants us to voluntarily, naturally, very promptly love him, not the other way, forcefully. You ask your kids, okay, mama can ask
Yeah.
the kids, okay, can you please forcefully love me? Okay, then only I will give the food. Krishna never says that. Even the atheistic people also, okay, if even one who's not following the Vedas, who is against the Vedas, he gives the water, he gives the air, he gives the place to stay. That is Krishna's magnanimous character and attitude and quality. He never discriminates. Okay, that is the reason Krishna never rejects anyone. We have seen, okay, if you see, out of uh, all the demons who created havoc in the Vrindavan, do you know who created more havoc in the Vrindavan? It is not any demon. It is Indra, who is a associate of Krishna, who is an employee of Krishna, who is in a great position. Indra is a king of heaven, correct? King of heaven, king of demigods. He created more havoc than any demon, anyone Kamsa or anyone in this material in the material world. Okay, because Indra given the torrential rains for 7 continuous days and nights. The whole of Vrindavana, all the items were submerged. Everything gone for a toss. He created more trouble than any other demons in Vrindavana, but Krishna never rejected him. He may disapprove whatever task done by Krishna, done by Indra, but not he never rejected him. Even the Sisupala, for that matter, Shishupala was scolding or commenting about Lord in a bad manner for 100 consecutive times. Okay, at the time Sudarshan Chakra went and killed Shishupal, but after that also Shishupala went and attained the spiritual perfection. He went to the Vaikunta because he was remembering Krishna constantly by scolding. Even comes also the similar manner. Duryodhana also similar manner. But all of them got the chance to enter into the spiritual world. But is it what we need to do? No. We have to we have to remember Krishna in a favorable manner. That is what Anyabhilashita sunyam jnana karmadi anavradam anukulyena Krishnanu. It has to be favorable to Krishna. Seelanam bhakti uttama. That is what the uttama bhakti means. It is anya abhilasham. We should not have any abhilash. Abhilash means the desire, material desires. We should not have anything. Okay. Anya abhilashita sunyam. It has to be sunyam. It has to be zero. Okay. Anya abhilashita sunyam. Jnana karma anavritam. We should not have anything like a jnana and karma. Our devotion service should not be focused on the karma or jnana. It should be focused on bhakti. Okay. Jnana karma anavritam. Anukulyena Krishnanu. It has to be favorable to Krishna. It doesn't mean that, okay, it has to be against Krishna. Duryodhana also was thinking about all the time Krishna. But he was thinking about Krishna in a how I can kill Krishna. The similar manner, Kamsa also was thinking about Krishna all the time. But he was thinking how to kill Krishna. Shishupala also, likewise, various devotees, various demons and devotees. But it has to be favorable to Krishna. Anyabhilasha sunyam jnana karma dhyanavradam anukulyena Krishnanu seelanam bhakti uttama. This is what uttama bhakti. Okay. Your doubts are clarified, both Prabhuji and Mataji. You got
Yes,
the
Prabhu,
response or
thank you.
further looking for something?
Clear, Prabhu, now.
Prabhuji,
Yes, Mataji. Yeah.
Kansa was not doing bhakti, right?
No, Maji, Kamsa was not doing bhakti, but Kamsa was thinking about the Lord. We have to think about the Lord, okay? There's the same question been asked by Yudhishthira Maharaj, okay, to Narada Muni, okay? In once the Shishupala been killed by the Lord. That sloka also very, very nice sloka. Gopya Kama Yincha. This sloka, okay. Very nice sloka. Yudhishthira Maharaj is asking. He is very confused, okay. How is it possible when Shishupala was commenting about the Lord and he attained the liberation? Okay.
Yeah.
Then Narada Muni is saying, Gopyat Kamat Bayat Kamso Dvesho Chaidyado Nirpaha Sambandhat Vrishnaya Snehat Yuyam Bhaktya Vayam Vibho. Okay. He says, my dear Yudhishthira, Narada Muni is saying, the gopis, by their lusty desires, this lust doesn't mean that, okay, the sexual desire or the material lustiness. No. This lust means the unadulterated, pure loving love towards Krishna by gopis. Okay, because gopis are the topmost devotees of the Lord. Gopis by their lusty desires, Kamsa by his fear. Kamsa was thinking about the Lord all the time. Oh, because Kamsa got the Asariri, correct? I will be killed by the 8th child of Devaki and Vasudeva. Correct? Then Kamsa was thinking, okay, where is that 8th child? He started killing like all the 7 children also, correct? 6 children also. Because he was thinking about, okay, that child is going to kill me. Like, I need to find that child. I need to see like how I can fight with that child. So he was thinking about the Lord, but not on the favorable manner, but on the unfavorable manner. But Lord doesn't discriminate like a favorable or unfavorable. Though we want to hear about the Lord in the favorable manner. That is a pure bhakti. Then Shishupala and the other kings by envy. Okay. In the spiritual world, even envy also like a Krishna given some what to say, like some level of devotion. Krishna doesn't discriminate. Krishna doesn't reject anyone. He will think, okay, oh, at least Shishupala and Kamsa was thinking about me. Okay, it is not in a lovable manner. It is in an envy manner, but still they were thinking about me. Let me grant the liberation to them. That is the greatness of Krishna. That is the best quality of Krishna. But to that Krishna, we says, Krishna, please wait. I have very important things to do. We are asking him to wait. That is how unfortunate we are. We need to curse ourselves. We need to ridicule ourselves, like because we are not giving the importance to Krishna. Krishna is ready to do anything. When we take out the chanting beads and trying to chant, at the time Krishna would be eagerly waiting. Okay, oh, this devotee is going to call my name. But we are thinking, okay, no, Krishna, I have very important thing to do. I have very important movie to watch. I have very important music to listen. That is how we are unfortunate. Okay. And by the Yadus, by their familial relationship with Krishna, you Pandavas, by your great affection for Krishna, and we, the general devotees, by our devotional service, have obtained the mercy of Krishna. Okay. This is how we need to attain the mercy of Krishna. That doesn't mean that, okay, we need to think about Shishupal and the Kamsa. No, that is not favorable. That is unfavorable. But we have to exhibit in a favorable manner. Okay, Maji, your question been answered?
Yeah. Okay, Prabhuji.
Okay.
Yeah, understood.
Yeah. Thanks for
Thank you.
this question, because whatever question you have, please ask. That will give us the different perspective to understand about the devotional service. Okay?
Yeah,
Yes,
okay.
yes, Maji. Someone else?
Yeah. It's me again.
Yes,
Sorry,
Maji.
Prabhuji, can you please send us these the other Uttama Bhakti and the other shloka that you were referring to?
Yeah.
About the desire. I mean,
Yeah, the
spiritual
desire.
desire.
Yeah, that is this sloka, Maji. Madhya Leela. It comes in 8.70. It's very, very superb sloka. Okay. Krishna Bhakti Rasabhavita Matiki Kriyatam Yadi Kuto Api Labhyate Tatra Laulyam. Tatra Laulyam. Laulyam means a desire. Okay. Tatra Laulyam Apimulyam Ekalam Janma Koti Sukritir Na Lapyade. Okay. What he says is pure devotional service in Krishna consciousness cannot be had even by pious activity in hundreds and thousands of lives. It can be attained only by paying only one price. That is intense greed to obtain. That tatra laulya means intense greed. If it is available somewhere, one must purchase it without delay. So, if we want to have a devotional service, then we need to have the intense greed. Okay, to do the devotional service, then Krishna will fulfill it. If we don't have that intense greed, please go and purchase it wherever it is available. That is what they say it here. Very nice sloka. Krishna Bhakti Rasabhavita Matihi Kriyatam Yadi Kuto Api Labhyade Tatra Laulyam. That Laulyam, Api Mulyam, that is a only thing. Api Mulyam Ekalam, that is a only thing which can help us to get the devotional service. Okay. Janma Koti Sukrutir Na Labhyade. That will not be even obtained by even if you have hundreds and thousands of life pious
Of
things.
thousands of
Yeah.
lives.
If you have done, you will not be able to do the devotional service if you don't have the intense desire or greed to do the devotional service. So let us have the desire to do the devotional service. Let us ask n number of spiritual desires to Krishna, and Krishna will find a way to fulfill it, because he is a part of three doer. Okay, he will ensure that that is getting fulfilled. Okay, that is what we need to understand and have the oath taken to have the spiritual desire as many as possible starting from today. Okay, starting from this moment, you have n number of spiritual desires, like I have it, and put forth the application towards Krishna. Okay, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Yeah, I'll share this slokas, Mataji.
And the Uttam Bhakti shloka also. That's also
Yeah,
very
sure.
nice.
Yeah, that also I'll share. Yeah. So we have seen the until 11th and the 12th sloka. Okay, I think we will try to end the class here. Let's just see. Okay, the Krishna is the strength of the strong and the prose of all powerful man, intelligent of intelligent. Is regulated sex life. Then we have seen in the 12th. Yeah. So that the 12th sloka is talking about Krishna is the origin of modes, not within modes, and therefore he is nirguna. So Krishna is the origin of modes, not within modes. Okay, and therefore he is Nirguna. Nirguna is he is not affected by the modes. Okay, though everything comes from Krishna, he is unaffected. That is what we have seen here. So we will see the next section by next week. Okay, Hare Krishna. Any doubt? Any queries?
Yes, Prabhuji, one more query. What is this Srimad Bhagavatam Canto 7, which speaks of the spiritual desire, one who is ready to sacrifice anything to satisfy the Supreme Personality of Godhead can be said to have spiritual desire?
No, which sloka Master you are referring?
Bhagavatam Canto 7.
Yeah, okay. Canto 7.
I do not know the shloka number. I was just Googling when you asked, when you're saying the spiritual desire and Veda, this quote, something has come up. It says, one who is ready to sacrifice anything to satisfy the Supreme Personality of Godhead can be said to have a spiritual desire in Bhagavad Gita, Canto 7. That's what it says. I think it's 7.10.8.
Yeah, 7.10.8. Okay.
Mm.
This be 7.10.8. Yeah. Indriyani manaha prana atmadharmo diridmatihi Hri Sris Tejas Smriti Satyam Yashya Nashyanti Janmana. Okay. This Prahlada is asking, yeah, correct. Yeah. Prahlada is asking, oh my Lord, because of lusty desires from the very beginning of one's birth, the functions of one's senses, mind, life, body, religion, passions, intelligence, sinus, opulence, truthfulness are vanquished. Okay. Because we have so much of the lusty desires, that is what preventing us to do the devotional service. When we remove the lusty desires and channelize that desire towards the Lord, towards the spiritual desires, then we will be able to get the liberation. We will be able to do the devotional service. That is what it means.
Okay.
Okay, Hare Krishna, thanks for all the questions. It was really a very interactive session. Please keep asking more, but at the same time, please revise the topic which has been covered, which is so that we will minimize the time for revision and we can directly jump into the topic. Yeah. And why he created various modes? Okay, why Krishna didn't create only the goodness only? Because Krishna wants to give the variety. Correct. He don't want to forcefully love us, forcefully making us to love. Correct. So he wants to give. Okay, because he knows that the people will be very ignorant. Some people will be very passionate. Some people will be in the goodness. So the reason, okay, he created this three section of the mode of material nature, because he don't want us to love him in a conditional manner or in a artificial manner. He wants us to realize, okay, this material world is temporary and dukhalayam. It is not permanent. So we need to understand that we need to practice the right way of devotion service. For that reason, he has created these three modes. Okay.
Yeah, it is giving a practical hands-on experience and then you decide what is good for you.
Exactly. Yeah. Correct, Marci. Yeah.
More like the British curriculum.
Yeah, we can say somewhat. Sometimes the ICSE also you need to know the practical. The theory as well as you need to know how to practice also.
Practical
So
knowledge, yeah.
yeah, correct.
Right.
Only okay, I will do only this one because first you need to understand all the knowledge.
Theory.
Correct. Okay, that is the reason Krishna says we need to understand the greatness which is phenomenal and the sweetness also. Then
Yeah.
only once we know about that, then nothing further to know. Because knowing only Krishna's greatness doesn't yield us the right result. We need to know about his sweetness also.
Mm.
Okay. Hare Krishna. Thanks all
Hare
for
Krishna.
joining. Okay, any other questions?
Nothing, just share these slokas, Prabhuji.
Yeah,
Hare
sure.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thanks all for joining. Hare Krishna. Have a wonderful weekend and week ahead. And we'll pray for all the lives who are unfortunate incidentally, with the unfortunate incident, they lost so many of their life with the incident happened in Ahmedabad. So we will pray 3 times Hare Krishna Mahamantra for their family to get the right level of support and to come out from this situation. Okay. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare.
Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare.
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Ram,
Hare Hare.
Ram Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare.
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Krishna Krishna,
Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama, Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare.
Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna. Yeah.
Krishna, Prabhu. Thank you, Prabhu.
Thanks, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, Prabhuji, Hare Krishna. And this Iran, Iraq is also, fighting.
Correct,
One
Maji.
time,
Yeah,
if
for
we
them
can
also.
pray for, because the economy worldwide is going to be affected.
Yeah. Correct.
Hare
So
Krishna.
let us pray for them also on time. Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare.
Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Ram,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare.
Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu.
Yeah. Okay, Maji. I'll end the class.